But that was for something else. Okay, so now split the class IDs by hyphens and commas, and then insert into SCIDs, I think. Or is it CSIDs? SCIDs, yeah. Alright, so, so the first split. You know, we're gonna need 2 temps, aren't we? Well, one into temp and then into SCIDs. Okay, no, yeah. We won't, but we'll need to do 2 splits. So temp equals C S classes or SIDs dot split on commas, and then SCIDs equals. Oh no! Now we have to do. Yeah, now we have to do the. Well, let's see. No, we'll have to. Well, damn. True. Because temp is actually a thing, so we'll have to actually go through each individual element of temp and do that. Damn it. We have to use a list, don't we? Okay, I was wondering if we're gonna have to, but for these we'll have to use a list. So, list string. So now, for I1 equals, again we could do for each, but equals 0. I1 is less than temp dot count I1 plus plus. So, SCIDs dot add so add temp 2 dot at dot elements at 0, and SCIDs dot add temp 2 element at 1. Now we'll add temp 2 up here. we'll also want to clear temp2 every time we go through, so temp2 dot let's see characters. So clear array. So it should just be array.clear. That's what I thought. But it's an array list, although I don't think it is. Now it should still have the clear method. Void array. Really? Why would you have... I don't get this. So it's array.clear, but asks for an array. Asks for an int index and a length. Why? That makes no sense. Huh. Oh, so you just say array.clear. That's interesting. That's some weird ass implementation. It should just be the, you know, the array name.clear. Temp2 0 length is 2. So that should work. So split the current element of temp by hyphen, and then add those two elements to the end of SCIDs. Now, once that's done, we're going to want to pass SCIDs as well. So we need to add another string to this. ID list, we'll call it. That's right, it's actually a list. Okay, there. Now, what we have to do is, on this part here, is where we're going to change our stuff. So, again, like with the other one, what we have to do is we have to load it in such a way that we do 1 and 2, then retain that information for the next loop. So I think we'll use a I4 up here equals 0. Now what we'll do is we'll add I4 up here if it's not already. That's done. Okay. I4. So four. So we're using 1, 2. We need to add a 5 then too. I'll actually use 5 for that. 4 is going to be for this loop. So 4 I4 equals 0, even though I already set it up there. And actually, we don't need to track this then. Just 5. I4 is less than 1. Or 2. And then we'll also add in, well no, we'll iterate I5 in the background here. So now what we say is, T box 1 dot text. That's true though, huh? No, we can't do it this way. So what we'll do is, we'll do a poor man's for loop. Text box 1 dot text equals scids dot element at I5. Now, so how do we change a string to an int in C#? Is it the parse? Maybe it's parse. Yeah, to int. Okay. We want to deal with the parse though, because we know it's going to be an int. Well, no, I guess we don't technically know it's going to be an int. I know it's going to be an int because I know that everything's well formed, but assuming for a second someone wants to get smart and try and break it by entering in a non-number for an ID, or screws up in a typo or something, we need to maybe handle that. Well, we'll deal with that later on. For now, we just want to get this to do what it wants to do. So, int, I think it's just integer, or no, int 32 dot. Or no, 2. Oh no, yeah, it is parse. Never mind. I'm an idiot. It is parse on this. It's try parse. That's the check. What? Bullcrap. Let's see. What the hell's going on? So int 32.parse cannot implicitly, or something like that. Well, that's backwards of what it's supposed to be. What the hell? Well, I'm missing the T on int, so maybe that's it. There we go. Damn it. Don't tell me I'm gonna have to, let's see. N32 parse. Damn it, I'm gonna have to store this, aren't I? I don't think data is used in this context, so we'll say S. Oh wait, no, this is, oh duh. Damn it, this is actually, it's saving it as a string, so we don't have to convert to, God. Epic brain fart. Right, this is a string, not an int, so we don't have to save it as an int. It can just be equals scids dot elements at I5. All we have to do. Well, of course, we want to go then. No, that'll be after. So 0, and then what we do after that is we say tbox2.text equals scids dot elements at I5 plus 1. Then we add 2 to I5. So it'll be 0, then 1, 2. Well, it'll be 0, then 1, then 2 and 3, and then 4 and 5. So again, like we do with the thing over there in the actual game. So we have to do that to increment it. So now, if this is done right, which I have no clue, I could load this up and well, that's interesting. Okay, that works now, but if you switch to singular, that is very interesting. Maybe it errors out or something? I don't know, it's interesting. Or not errors out, maybe there's some sort of issue with it. But I'm not sure of. So these here, I just want to see what happens. Start. Guess he's not even trying to go to there. Tools options, singular, okay, yes. That is very interesting. It's no longer... Alright, close this, restart it. Start. Okay. Yeah, no, it's not even loading over to there. That's interesting. So, if RV single is checked, da 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 da. I wonder if it's getting caught in here or something. Let's see. Because it's not even hitting this, apparently. So I wonder if it's getting stuck in there or something. Alright, so here we are. Temp. Well, that's interesting. It's saving this and then clearing out. What's going on with that? Maybe temp doesn't have... Temp... Oh. Duh. Oh, no, that's right, yeah. That's right. SIDs. SIDs. Item ID, SIDR, SIDR, STR. SIDs. Throw in a few more breakpoints here. Alright, autos, SIDs, okay. Temp now has 9. Okay. So watch temp.count 9. I also want to watch I1 then. So I1 is already 9. F5, I9, 0. No, it hits that and just totally wigs out. Array.clear temp. Integer array.length. Array.clear. Huh. Well, maybe it's the 2 here. Maybe that's it. Temp2.length. Nope, still doesn't. Maybe it's because there's nothing to clear, then. Let's put it at the end instead. Sometimes C is quirky like that. C sharp, that is. Alright, no, it still didn't it? Odd. Fine, we'll do it the old-fashioned way. You know, we may not even need to use it. Let me see. Because it should overwrite the data. This isn't like an array. This isn't a vector. We're not adding information to the thing. We're actually overwriting it. So we may not even need that. I wasted just a bunch of time thinking about that. Alright. No, it still just went in there and just totally bitched out about it. So strange. What in the hell's going on here? Okay, start, singular, go. Okay, so I1. Temp count is 9. I0. Temp 2. 2 strings, 1 and 8. Then SCIDS. So that's where we're getting crap at, is when it tries to add them to this. So you don't add. It is done add. I must have neither. Let's see, populating list with an array. Oh, we can just use to list. Huh. But we're not trying to create, we're trying to add to the list. So huh. Let's try that then, a for each. Okay, screw that. So for each String s in. So string s in temp. So s dot split temp2 Oh, I know why. We need to initialize it, don't we? Initialize the list, that is. The for each is probably a better way to go anyway instead of the for loop, so it's actually a good thing. Temp 2. No. SCIDs. New list string. I bet you anything now works. I don't know why I wasn't throwing out an error for it, but it should have. Let's see if it works now. There we go. Alright, so now, I5. Two, 4, 6, 8. No, why is it going 10? Shouldn't be 10. Oh no, yeah, that's right. It should be 18. Aha! There we go. Now let's make sure these are the right values. And, let's see. We'll take the last, 20, yeah, 229, 233, 183, 7, 6, 9, 17, 21, 27, 51, 56, 21, 87, 211, 220. Yeah, that's good. Sweet. We've done it. We've got it in here. Now. Now we have to do this in reverse. We have to be able to save this now. That is the tricky part. Because now what we have to do is, once we have the changes and everything made, we have to then reassemble that entire freaking thing. In other words, we have to go through, between each individual two elements, we have to put a hyphen. Then we have to add a comma after each individual pair. Then after 9 pairs, we have to add, after 8 pairs, we have to add a semicolon. Or no, do we? Semicolon? No, that's on the weapons. So no, just, yeah. So we have to add this, and then after each pair, we have to add a comma. Now, it's going to be even more complicated with the weapon class ranges, but we'll get to that later. So it's going to be marginally easier than I thought. Now, what I want to add here is, I want to add a button down here, a save button. Save and cancel button. Well, we'll make the cancel button actually say return to main menu, is what we'll say. So we'll keep that kind of in sync with what we have on the main menu, which is the 2 buttons to go to this menu or to the database editor. So we're gonna make 2 buttons here. Buttons. buttons. Add the button here. Add a second button over here. And let's go ahead and modify the size on these bits. I'll make this a bit bigger. Not too much bigger, but I think that'll do. Stick them right down here. So, button 2, this is going to be the save button. So properties, text, save. And the button name, btn se save. For the text, we want to kind of change the font a little bit here. 10. Let's make it 12. And of course bold. And then for this button, back to main menu. And same thing, 12 and bold. Then down here use mnemonic. Really? That's interesting. So I guess that's if you want to make it so that the button can be triggered by a key press or something. That's interesting. Mnemonic. We want the button name down here. So btn se cancel. We'll say cancel in the name. Easier than putting the whole thing, all that whole text there, or some derivation of it. So what I want to do with this is I want to take the whatever we have up here that's doing the same thing. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Take this one. Now we're going to make that the click event for this button. Now, on save, we're going to make our own thing for it. First we're going to put out a message box, similar to what we did with the options form. Saying saving settings. And then we're actually what we'll do is we'll take this down here. And put it in here. gvars dot OBS local. Right. So on this cell we need to add a bool, or maybe a flag. We'll do a string flag. String flag. And in this case we're going to say singular. Actually we'll have to do several flags. Flag 1. And then this flag, the second flag, will be what we're actually changing. So in this case it'll be ship IDs. And how we'll determine this is the whatever we're set to on the so if index equals 0. And then the other ones will have different things that we'll send through. Alright, so, change all these to PS rates. We won't need that either. In fact, we're only going to need one of these, well, aren't we? Alright, so now what we have to do is reform the So we have to get these elements from the group boxes. Let me see. G box is dots. Let's see. Controls. Use controls collection for this purpose. Huh. So we need to figure out exactly. Let's go ahead and kill this off. G boxes dot dots elements at. I'll just use 0 dot controls dot elements at 0 dot now let's see so let's see. Okay. Control N if text box. Alright, so I want something like this. Except instead of this, we want to do this. So for each control con in dot controls if con is text box, then we just want to do a message showing whatever the value is in that text box. Con dot okay. So let's test it out. So load her up. Okay, good. That's gonna work. However, now this for each that we have down here, it's going to have to be inside of a for loop itself, or maybe a maybe a for each itself. So for each let's see. Can operate on variables of type system group consistent and not contain public definition for the enumerator. That's interesting. So no, it'll have to be a for loop then. Or no, wait. GB dot. Yeah, well, I just had to put it in dot controls in there. Okay. Now, if I do this, we should get all the text boxes. Okay, they'll appear to be in the proper order automatically. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that. Now that we know that's working, what we have to do now is say, okay, you have to make a string, first of all. I guess we can use data. Yeah, that's fine. So data. Let's make sure we empty it out up here, though. Alright, now... data plus equals... or data equals data plus dash plus no, there's still one problem. We have to track, because we only want to put it in between 1 and 2. This way we put it between the comma and the first one, first and second and the well, no, that wouldn't be the third, the second, and the comma preceding it, or succeeding it. So we need to make this such a way so we only do this on the second one. So if I1, so we gotta go really kind of hacky here. If I1 equals 1, else data equals data plus control.con.text. Alright, so then so for each group box in gboxes, then for each control con in gb.controls. So let's go through this logically, and see if it works here. So group box 1, for every control in group box 1, if control is text box, if I equals 1, which it won't, so we got else. Data equals data plus con.text. So data empty equals empty data plus context, which is 1. Then we add 1 to I1. Then the next context box is the next control is a text box. Now I equals 1. So we have data which equals 1 equals 1 plus dash plus 8. So that's our two controls here. So at the end of the group of this segment, we want to add a comma. So then we say data equals data plus comma. So, and then we want to set I1 to 0 again. So we have data equals nothing. Data, which is nothing, equals nothing plus 1. Back through, data equals 1. So data equals data, which is 1 plus dash hyphen plus 8. So now data equals 1 hyphen 8. And we've gone through all the controls in this text in this group box. So then we go down to here. So 1 dash 8 equals 1 dash 8 plus comma. So 1 dash 8 plus comma. I1 is 0. Next group box. Text box. I1 is not 1. So 8 hyphen 1 comma equals 8 hyphen 1 comma plus 32, or whatever happened to be the next one. 31. Okay, this should work. And just to be sure, once we're done with this, before we even write it, I want to do a message out just to make sure. So, data. Start. No! We have a problem. It's 8 and 1. The 1 and the 8, everything else has a hyphen. Oh wow, the last one there doesn't though. We don't need a comma on the last one. I want to take that out. We don't have a hyphen on the first one. So we got some problems here. Okay, if I1 equals 1, we're setting it to 1 here. Oh, we're not setting it. Oh, we have to set it to 0 up here. Yeah, that's what it is. Alright, that should work. Now, we need I2 as well. So I2 equals 0. Now at the end of this, we want to say if I2 equals, and now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if I2 equals 9, else do this. At the end of that, though, we do want to go I2 plus equals 1 as well. Again, here though, we wanted to say data equals. Well, no, we don't need to do it because. So if I2 does not equal 9, or is less than, we'll say it's less than 9. Because we don't need, sorry, less than 8. 0 to 8 is 9. So now we should have it without a comma on the end, and everything else should be good. Boom, headshot. Right on the money. Alright, so now what we want to do is we can go ahead and get rid of this here. Well, we'll leave it here for testing purposes later if we need to. So right, SID RSTR. The text is data, and it's in item ID. And then we want to, go this dot close. Or no. We want to call sender. I want to send one. I want to send a flag here. Well, see, it's not gonna be able to send that though, is it? So let's do this. Take this out of here. We'll say private void close bool B is saved. Or I'll say was saved. If and then what we'll do on this is say close false. Add those to there. Down here, close true. Now there's still the matter of the cancel button, which I think is linked up to the other one, isn't it? Yeah, so that should be fine. Yeah. Alright, so let's test it out. So I'm going to change this to 1,000, 10,000, and this to 20,000. I'll change this to 80 and this to 75. And we'll see if they save or not. Let's do 2 value changes. Well, that's interesting. It literally closed it out. What's going on there? Oh, I see. We added that on the end of there. We didn't need that. My mistake. Let's see if it changed, though. Well, not quite. That's interesting. We got some sort of dots on the end. Oh no, here it is down here. No, yeah, there we go. Yeah, see, boom. There we go. It did change. Sweet. I was like, wait a second, that doesn't look right. Well, that's because this is a friggin'... It's like, hello, there's a friggin' pound sign there, you dumbass. Yeah, see, it worked. Sweet. Perfect. Perfect. What the hell were they? I forgot what they were. No. Well, I'll figure out and change it later. But yeah, see, there's your proof of concept of how it would work, how it can work, how it does work. So that's cool. And of course, also, well, I haven't implemented yet, but we'll do the other way as well. And that's how much code you need, at least for right now. I may find a way to refactor it down. But for now, that's going to be it. So thanks for watching these videos. Hope you enjoyed them. If you have any comments or questions, leave them below in the comment section. And as always, if you haven't done so yet, we'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe to the channel. And I will see you next time when we will probably get over to some more audio kind of stuff. Or we'll have done some audio work and we'll just kind of go over what I've done. And maybe do some more. But until then, this is GeoWill, and I will see you later.